Welcome back to CreativeEndz. I'm T-Scene.
And Gifted Sister.
On this segment, we're talking about the importance of a home-based business and also income shifting. You're probably wondering, what does the term income shifting mean? Okay, what income shifting means is basically showing people how to take money that's going to negative areas, how to take it all to positive areas, such as taxes, expenses, debt, and investments. Because a lot of people don't know you do not have to pay taxes.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Legally, ethically,
what do you mean
and
you don't
morally.
have to pay taxes?
It's business laws in place. A lot of people, it's in the IRS publication. There's no reading saying that everybody has to pay taxes. You do have to file your taxes. Okay.
Make that clear.
Okay, definitely, I will. And then, like I said, expenses, whether it be you're putting too much money in bad expenses or high expenses, and debt. Debt kills a lot of people.
What's a bad expense? What would you consider a bad
I say
expense?
paying more for things than you have to.
We talking about rims on cars?
Hey,
or?
that could be it.
about?
You know, could be, spending rims on cars. That could be one.
Okay.
Or maybe just taking the time to shop around for
A better deal.
Okay.
Just because you have the money
Right.
to do it. Okay. All right.
Because that money, the extra money, could be put in a better place, like, a saving or investment.
Okay.
And I said debt. Like I said, debt robs people of any investment opportunity they may have and their retirement. Okay? So the more debt you have, that's more money that could be put in a nice place, but you're losing it. All right? And then investments. A lot of people are not educated in investments. When you go to invest your money, a lot of times you're going to a professional. And if you're not educated on investment, you're just going to listen to that person. You got to keep in mind, when you go to invest, that person has three people are in line in mind, okay? First of all, they got to think about the company that they work for first.
Right.
Okay? Then second of all, they got to think about themselves, okay? They want to sell the product that has the best commission.
So where do I come in at? Okay,
You
that's
come
number
in-
2 now. Okay.
You come in last on the list. So that's what income shifting is all about. And also, it's very important to have a home business because with a home business, that gives you hundreds of tax deductions that you may not have just by being an employee.
All right.
And not saying there's nothing wrong with being an employee. That's fine. A job helps you pay the bills, pays for your way of life. But people need to realize that if you only attach a home-based business to yourself along with your job, it's going to give you a lot more benefits.
Okay, what are some of those benefits?
Tax deductions. Okay? People don't realize with a home business, especially the one that I have, you can pretty much write off your whole lifestyle, such as internet, your cable.
I'm sure a lot of people don't know about the cable.
Right. Cell phone bill. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mileage on your car. All right? Wages paid to children. Meals.
Okay, wait a minute now. What is this? Wages to children. Explain that one. 'Cause
All right.
you're putting the babies to work.
Right, you put the babies to work. Okay? This is what you do. With a home business, you can actually hire your child versus don't give them an allowance. Hire them to do things for your business. You pay money to them, to that account. You have to have a custodial account with your name and their name on it. If you pay money to that account, all the money is paid to that account can be written off. Okay, you're allowed to pay $6,300 per child per year.
Okay.
So that's $6,300 that you can be writing off by paying that child to do certain jobs around the house.
Okay, so a great example of that, I believe, my 16-year-old who goes out with me in the summer when I go to different, say for instance, last year here in Charlotte, we had a natural hair festival. And my then 15-year-old came out with me. I set up my table, I set up my tent, and we were out there for hours, and he got paid. He got paid and I got paid because he worked for me.
Right.
He sold books, he sold T-shirts, and so it wasn't just throwing him a couple of dollars because he helped me set up. He actually worked for me that day,
working.
and he got nicely paid for it. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
And going back to, like I said, why you need to have a home business. Those are some of the reasons why, because you got to realize, I don't know if people ever realize or looked at it this way. People are in fight for your money every day.
Every single day.
Everybody's in fight for your money.
Right.
Whether it be the mortgage company, like I said, the rim shop, we said earlier, the restaurants,
beauty supply,
hair supply,
nail shop.
Everybody wants your money.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're not financially educated, you may make some choices that may give away a little bit more money than you have to. Okay, and I'm not saying that you're going to have to spend money. Okay, we live in this world, we're going to need it.
Yeah.
But there's ways you can keep more of your money some people don't realize. And the whole thing is how much you keep. Okay? Because you want to be able to have a comfortable retirement. You don't want to be one of those people when it's time to retire, you retire from one job and then you have to turn around and get another job because the retirement check is not supplementing, it's not taking care of your lifestyle that you had.
I think a lot of us don't even really think about retirement. I don't know if we think we're too young, that's not going to happen right now, and we're always worried about today, always thinking about today. But we're all going to get to that age hopefully one day, and retirement is something that we definitely want to think about while we're working.
Definitely, you should. And the earlier the better. Especially if you're in your 20s, this is a perfect time. You know, that gives them a lot of years to get that retirement fund built up. Okay? So we're going to come back after this break and talk more about income shifting.